Welcome to lecture 13 Physics of Materials. In this we are going to discuss about the classical particles and quantum particles. Classical and quantum particles. So, the energy of the system varies as a function of temperature. Okay. So, it varies as a function of temperature, like energy levels, in y-axis and number of states in x-axis. So at T1 temperature, this varies like this. At T2 temperature, it varies like this. This is T2 and this is T1. So T1 is less than T2. T2 is greater than T1. High temperatures. Okay. So for example, here you can observe this is energy state 1 and this is energy state 2, energy level 2. Energy level 1, energy level 2. So from this graph we can observe that at higher energy levels, most states are occupied at higher temperatures. Most states are occupied at higher temperatures. And lesser states are occupied at lower temperatures. It's number of states. And at lower energy level, higher states are occupied for the lower temperatures, and lesser number of states are occupied for the higher temperatures. Okay, so that we have to understand from this graph. And overall energy of the system is increases with temperatures. The overall energy of the system is increases with temperatures. The system in this case being the free electrons in the solids. The system contains the free electrons. Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics assumes particles are identical but distinguishable. And Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics inappropriate for free electrons in a solids. It is not explained clearly. Classical particles follow Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics and Newton laws also. In material, identical particles are present, but can we distinguish like electrons and neutrons, protons? And so how difficulty that we can distinguish the particles that are present in a material. So we can discuss here some particles. So distinguish these two particles. So we can distinguish is the identical. So these identical particles, so we can distinguish with positions. Same positions. From the right side, this is the first one and this is the second one. And it's the top one and bottom one. That we can distinguish. Okay. And that's the position. If it is collide, and we can also distinguish. It's the first one and second one like that. And the size is reduces. Two particles. Again, it is a right one and left one. Left one and right one. Top one and bottom one. So like positions we can distinguish. If it is collide with each other, and it is very difficult to distinguish, and the size is very small. The size is very small. Okay, and it is very difficult. So what is the position? If there are two particles are there, this is the right particle and second particle. If it is collide with each other, before colliding we can distinguish. After collision, the position may changes. Okay, so like this, in such a manner, if it is collide with each other, the initial condition positions may be changes. The energy, the position is changes to the another one. Okay. So the dimensions of the objects that we are discussed in a material is atomic, subatomic particles. So the atom size is 10 power minus 10 meters, and this proton is 10 power minus 15 meters, and neutron is 10 power minus 15 meters, and electron is 10 power minus 18 meters size. Okay. So as size decreases, position and velocity decreases. As size decreases, this position and velocity decreases. So this is an idea to key the quantum mechanics is not a experimental limitation but phenomenon of nature. So the size is decreases with position and velocity. That is the phenomenon of normal nature. So we compare subatomic particle with classical balls in Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics. Protons and neutrons are similar in size but differ in their charge. And protons and electrons differ in their charge as well as their size also. These protons and electrons differ in their charge as well as in their size also. So these particles, protons and electrons, are clearly not identical. They are not identical with respect to their size and charge. So when compared to electrons, they have same size and charge, but means they are identical, but can we distinguish them? These are identical. Can we distinguish them? These two electrons. This is the one electron and another electron. This charge is same and size is same, but they are identical. Can we distinguish? It is very difficult to distinguish. In classical physics, electrons at top of the figure will. At top of the figure in classical physics. So most of the particles which is occupying the energy states, and they are having the in that positions only, occupying the least energy states and remaining at the top of the collisions. In classicals, these are the electrons and these are at the top positions, and if it is collision with each other, where the highest energy is, electron is occupying the highest energy stage in classical physics. In classical physics, electrons at the top of the figure will with certainty and remain at the top of the collision after the collision. It is at the top of the collision and second electron, third electron, and if it is collide with each other and after the collision, the electron occupying the same position and second electron same, and it is the certainty. The classical physics explains the position of the electron with certainty. After collision, it is occupying the same energy states. But in quantum mechanics adopts the position that there is only a probability that a particle is at given location. In quantum mechanics adopts the position that there is only a probability that a particle is at a given location. It is not certain. It is classical quantum mechanics explains the probability. It is only the probability that the electron may occupying that position. As particles approach closer to each other, there is an increasing probability that they could interchange the positions. If the particles are approaching each other, very close to each other, and there is an increasing probability that they could change their positions. They could change their position. This particle is come here and this particle is come here. It's the most probability that they could change their positions without our knowledge. Hence, this identical particle can't be distinguished. So, if it is the size is same, charge is same, and after it is coming very closer to each other, they may change. They have the more probability of changing their positions, or they may not changing their position. In these conditions, it is very difficult to distinguish. So, in quantum mechanics, the particles are identical but indistinguishable. Identical but indistinguishable. In classical mechanics, it follows the certainty. To explain about the position of the particle. In quantum mechanics, it follows the probability. To explain about the position of the electron. And in classical mechanics, the specific particle is at that specific position. Specific particle is at specific position that is fixed. The specific position and it is at. In quantum mechanics, there is a high probability that the particle is at a specific position. High probability that particle is at specific positions. So, depends upon the probability, the particle is present at that positions. And in classical mechanics, particles are identical but distinguishable. In quantum mechanics, particles are identical but indistinguishable. So these are the differences between the classical mechanics and the quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics, when two identical particles that are occupying two different energy levels that may swap the positions, it is not counted as a new microstate available to the system because the particles may have swapped back without our knowledge. So two different particles is occupying energy levels, same energy levels, and it is not counted as a new microstate, and they may come back to their original positions without our knowledge, so that we are not counted it is as a new microstate. Okay. The quantum mechanics leads to a better validation by the available experimental data, and quantum mechanics is valid for the giving the better results as compared with the experimental data. Quantum mechanical effects are not prominent in the scheme of ideal gas. It is not valid in the scheme of ideal gas. It is not explained betterly about the ideal gas theory. And at room temperature, but are prominent in the scheme of free electrons. In about explanation of free electrons, quantum mechanics is prominent. In the next class, we will discuss about the Fermi-Dirac distributions by explaining the quantum mechanics. Thank you.